Hi, my name is Daniel Forquet, and my Geography 778 project is Frequency Finder. So the problem this app tries to solve is often when I'm on road trips or in unfamiliar locations and I'm listening to the radio, it's difficult to find a station to listen to. If you're scanning through the stations on the radio, a lot of stations are just have ads when you happen to be on that frequency, and you just don't really know what stations you're missing, or you might find something that has a good song, but who knows if that's what you really want. Or if you're looking for a specific kind of music, how are you going to find that frequency? So my solution is Frequency Finder, and it's essentially just a FM radio frequency guide that updates depending on where you happen to be located, or you can do a search for FM stations in a particular location. And here's my fancy promo graphic for. And of course, like any good GIS application, there is a map feature so that you can take a look at some of the data that is used to create the list. And here is a list of some of the technology that I used to create this project. In the back end, I used PostGIS to store the spatial data and to do the spatial queries. In the front end, I used Leaflet to make the map and Bootstrap to help with the styling. And of course, I use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I tie everything together with Python using the Flask framework. And I also use Python to automate downloading the data from the FCC site. For my design, I took inspiration from popular music applications like Amazon Music or Pandora. And I used a heavy use of translucent elements and sky themes as kind of a nod to the ethereal nature of radio waves. And one of my favorite features actually is that it'll change style by the time of day. So if it's at night, it'll have like a night style background, and during the day, it's a daytime, and dawn and dusk, it's kind of in between. So now I will show you an actual demonstration of the project. When the user first goes to the application, they're presented with this screen that gives them the option to search for FM stations either by entering a location in the search box or by using the location of their device. So I'll search by the location, my current location first, and it will bring me a list of FM stations within broadcast range of my current location here in Richmond, Virginia. And for each station, it gives you a frequency, the call sign, and the format of station. If you click the down arrow, it will provide a little more information about the station, including the city, the state, the distance that transmitter is from the current location, and the company that runs the station. And if there is a logo available with the FCC database, it'll display it there as well. And if you click this View Map of Station button, it will bring up a map of the radio station and some of its parameters. So the station's transmitter is this little radio signal or radio icon in the center. The service contours is the green polygon, and that is basically the area that the FCC guarantees that a station will be able to be picked up by a regular radio without interference from another station on that frequency. The yellow polygon is calculated based on the height and strength of the transmitter. So in theory, a regular radio will be able to pick up the station in that area as well, but there's no guarantee by the FCC that you would be able to. And the blue marker is the location that you just searched for, whether the location of your device or if you search through the text box. There's also a legend that explains what each symbol means. And if you mouse over the question marks, there are tooltips that will display a little more information. There's also a filter feature. So let's say you are looking for a specific kind of station like classic rock. You can just click classic rock and it'll give you the stations that fall into that category. or if you would like, say, public radio, and there you have it. So each of these buttons show the type of station as well as the number of stations within range. And you can also just turn them all back on. And if you want to find out what stations are in another location, you can do a new search. So let's say you want to search for a station in Charlottesville. You can search for it in the text box and you will find radio stations near Charlottesville, Virginia. And again, you can look into any of the details there as well. And that is my project. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.